Here we have the 2021 Ford Escape. This one comes in the SE trim level, and the color is going to consist of Oxford white on a dark earth gray cloth interior. The powertrain is a 1.5 liter turbocharged 3-cylinder engine made into an 8-speed automatic transmission. And there's the front there. And then over here, we have 17-inch aluminum wheels. You have passive keyless entry on the front 2 doors. And there are the controls to your power door locks, windows, mirrors. Headlamp controls. And there's your driver's seat there. And in the back seat, surprisingly good legroom for such a small SUV. I'm 6'3" and I'm able to sit behind the seat in front of a seat adjusted for someone of my size. And I can still move my legs about. And the seat really helps because it kind of curves around this area, so I can kind of just get my knees back here and I have plenty more space after getting in between these little areas here. But down there you have a USB and USB-C charging port. And there's a view of the front seats from back here. Let's check out the trunk space next. And I like how they put a dual exhaust on this. Makes it look real sporty. But plenty of cargo space behind the second row. And then what's cool is they actually put a 12 volt here in your standard SE. So if you want to hook up an inverter or something like that, you can plug in whatever you need to. And there's your passenger seat there. And then you can expect to get 34 miles to the gallon with this bad boy. And this one also comes with the Ford Co-Pilot 360, which includes that adaptive cruise control. So it's really nice to have all of your safety features, including navigation, for under $30,000. And there's your steering wheel there. And over here you have your navigation system. There's your backup camera. And you have AM, FM, XM radio, along with Bluetooth audio. You also have a Wi-Fi hotspot along with your Apple CarPlay, Android Auto. You can toggle the screen. And then down here, you have your AC controls. And then you have a USB-C and USB charging port to hook up your Apple CarPlay or Android Auto. And here's your shifter here. It's rotary, so reverse, neutral, drive, low mode. And then you can go back into park by turning all the way to the left. And here's your electronic parking brake, which you can pull up to engage, push down to disengage. And I like they even gave you a brake hold in here. So if you're at a red light and you let off the brake hold will engage if you want it to. And of course you can toggle that on and off here. along with your auto stop, which you can turn on and off. And then you can go through your 5 drive modes here, which is going to be normal, eco, sport, slippery, and then deep snow and sand. And then in here you have pretty good size storage space in the center console. And there's a view of the back seat. And then the glove compartment here, really good space. It goes deep down in there. But over on the left side of the steering wheel, of course, you have your adaptive cruise you can toggle on and off, your lane keeping, your gap adjust for your adaptive cruise, and then of course your volume knobs here. And then over here on the right side of the steering wheel, you have your gauge cluster functions you can go through. And then you also have your Bluetooth controls along with your trackless controls, radio station controls. So one more look at the gauge cluster. There's your push button start. And finally, there's your key fob. So next is time we take this 21 Escape out on the road for a test drive. So pretty decent acceleration to start out with for a 1.5 liter 3-cylinder engine. And a pretty smooth ride as well. And that's the adaptive cruise and the lane sensing doing the work there. And that's the adaptive cruise bringing the vehicle to a complete stop. So what I really like about this Escape is with the brake hold technology, I can actually bring the vehicle to a complete stop. And then once the auto stop kicks on, I can let off the brake pedal and it will still be engaged with the auto stop without my foot having to be on the brake pedal. So now I'm gonna go ahead and put the vehicle into sport mode. And instantly I can feel how peppy the vehicle becomes. It already tries to get in a lower gear to try and accelerate quickly, so that you have better throttle response, all of that. I actually really like it. So really quick in sport mode. I'm gonna go ahead and dial it back now to eco mode. Then I'm gonna give it a little throttle. And it tends not to want to shift, you know, for good reason, being in eco mode, but it will kind of drive the turbo before it shifts down for more acceleration, which I actually find quite fun. And if you listen closely, you can hear that turbo spool going. All in all, a really nice drive through town though. We're gonna see how it does getting on the interstate. And I'm not gonna put it back into sport mode, I'm just gonna leave it in eco. And so far it's doing a pretty good job at keeping up with the traffic while merging. And now I'm gonna go ahead and put on the adaptive cruise. And I will say the Copilot 360 I think is $700, $800. An added option you can put on the Escape, and it really is worth the money in my opinion. You get the adaptive cruise, the lane sensing, and it's just really nice to have. And one thing I do like about this lane sensing is it's not intrusive. When crazy stuff like this happens where all of a sudden one lane turns into two lanes, it will take one way, but if you just nudge it a little bit, it'll go ahead and let you take control of the vehicle. And that's the adaptive cruise bringing the vehicle to a complete stop. It actually kind of scared me there for a minute. I'm going to take that off. And there's the auto stop that just engaged again. And this is going to bring me to an end of my review of the 2021 Ford Escape SE.